So dear students, today we are going to discuss about Chebyshev polynomials. So Chebyshev polynomial. So please note two different types of Chebyshev polynomials are there. Here we are going to discuss about the first type of Chebyshev polynomial. So Chebyshev polynomial of degree n over the interval minus 1 closed bracket minus 1 comma 1 is defined by the relation Tn of x is equal to cos of n cos inverse x. So please note Tn of x is equal to cos of n cos inverse x is the Chebyshev polynomial of degree n. Okay. So here the interesting thing is this one is an even function. You can see that this one is an even function. Means Tn of x is equal to t minus n of x. Both are same. Okay. So Tn of x is equal to t minus n of x. So with respect to n, that one is a even function. Okay. So for convenience, we are labeling this cos inverse x as theta. So let cos inverse x is equal to theta. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal to x. Okay. So take cos inverse x is equal to theta, then cos theta is equal to x. So now what is equation 1? So equation 1 will become cos of n theta. Tn of x will become cos of n theta, where theta is cos inverse x. Okay. So now if n equal to 0, what we have? This is Chebyshev polynomial of degree n. So if n equal to 0, we have t0 of x, that is equal to cos 0 theta. What is cos 0 theta? That is 1. Am I correct? And what about n equal to 1? If n equal to 1, t1 of x, that is equal to cos of 1 theta. That is simply cos theta. And what is theta? Theta is cos inverse x. So we have cos of 1 into theta. It will become cos of cos inverse x. So t1 of x is equal to x. So please note, if n equal to 0, we have t0 of x, that is equal to 1, because if this one is 0, cos of 0 is 1. And if n equal to 1, this term will become 1. T1 of x will become cos of theta, where theta is cos inverse x. So t1 of x is x. Now we can find the remaining terms, that is from n equal to 2 to higher degree. We can find that by using trigonometric equation. So we can use the equation, that is using trigonometry, cos of n minus 1 theta plus cos of n plus 1 theta is equal to 2 cos n theta cos theta. Is it correct? Cos of n minus 1 theta plus cos of n plus 1 theta is equal to 2 cos n theta cos theta. Is it okay? So please remember this equation, cos of n minus 1 theta plus cos of n plus 1 theta equal to 2 cos n theta cos theta. So now compare this equation number 3 with this equation. That is, compare this equation by this entire equation by this equation. Anything that you can compare? You can see that here this is cos n theta. So here we have Tn of x. So here this is n minus 1 theta. So we can replace this one with Tn minus 1 of x. So this term is Tn minus 1 of x. What about this one? This is, by comparing this one is n plus 1 into theta. So cos of n plus 1 into theta. So we can replace it with Tn plus 1 of x. What about this term? This is exactly same, right? So this is actually 2 into Tn of x. What about this cos of theta? Here n equal to 1, that is t1 of x. So this is nothing but t1 of x. Because if n equal to 1, this term will become cos theta. So this term is t1 of x. Is it okay? So we can write, so this equation, this trigonometric equation, cos of n minus 1 theta plus cos of n plus 1 theta equal to 2 cos of n theta into cos theta. It will become Tn minus 1 of x plus Tn plus 1 of x equal to 2n of x into T1 of x. Is it okay? Where what is T1 of x? T1 of x is x. So again we can reduce this one. This one is Tn minus 1 of x plus Tn plus 1 of x equal to 2x Tn of x, because T1 of x is x. So right hand side will become 2x into Tn of x. Means if we know nth degree Chebyshev polynomial and if we know n minus 1th degree Chebyshev polynomial, we can find n plus 1th degree Chebyshev polynomial. So we can write Tn plus 1 of x is equal to Tn plus 1 of x is equal to 2x Tn of x minus Tn minus 1 of x. So please note, this is a very important polynomial. So you have to remember three terms. T0 of x is equal to 1, T1 of x is equal to x. Then by using this equation, you can derive the remaining equation. Tn plus 1 of x is equal to 2x Tn of x minus Tn minus 1 of x. Is it okay? So through recurrence, we can find the remaining term. So that we are going to do. Okay. So for that purpose, please remember what is Tn plus 1 of x. Tn plus 1 of x is equal to 2x Tn of x, right, minus Tn minus 1 of x. Is it okay? So through recurrence, we are going to find each degree Chebyshev polynomial. So I ask you to remember the first two, that is T0 of x is equal to 1. That is Chebyshev polynomial with degree 0. Now Chebyshev polynomial with degree 1 is T1 of x is equal to x. Now we are going to find T2 of x. So T2 means n equal to 1. If n equal to 1, here we have T2. T2 of x equal to 2x n equal to 1. So 2x T1 of x minus Tn minus 1 of x, right? So T2 of x is equal to 2x T1 of x, right, minus, because n equal to 1. If n equal to 1, this term will become 2, this term will become 1. And what about this term? This term is T0 of x. Now my question is, what is T1? T1 is already, we have that is x. So T1 of x is x. So 2x into x. So this part will become 2x square. Minus, what is T0 of x? That is 1. So T2 of x is equal to 2x square minus 1. T2 of x is 2x square minus 1. Is it okay? Now what about T3 of x? So T3 of x, that is why I have told you we are going to find the higher degree polynomial by using recurrence. So T3 of x, left hand side is T3. This is n plus 1, this is 3. So what is n? N plus 1 is 3. So n is 2. Okay. So 2x, n is 2. So T2 of x, T2 of x minus, what about Tn minus 1? 1. N minus 1, 2 minus 1. So that is T1 of x. So 2x into, now what about T2 of x? 2x square minus 1. So this term will become 4x cube, right? 4x cube minus 2x. Am I correct? Now what about T1 of x? T1 of x is x. So from this term itself we have minus 2x. So minus 2x minus x, it will become minus 3x. So T3 of x is 4x cube minus 3x. So this is T3 of x. Okay. So T3 of x is equal to 4x cube minus 3x. Now what about T4 of x? So T4 of x, this part will become T4 of x, that is equal to 2x into T3 of x minus T2 of x, this side. So T4 of x is equal to 8x raised to 4 minus 8x square plus 1. Okay, T4 of x is 8x raised to 4 minus 8x square plus 1. Now what about t5 of x? T5 of x is, if this side is t5 of x, this side is 2x into t4 of x minus t3 of x. So t5 of x is equal to 16 into x raised to 5 minus 20 into x raised to 3 plus 5x. So like that way we can find the remaining term. So normally, in order to solve an equation, normal level equation, we need the maximum. We need this 6 degree polynomial. This 6 equation, that is Chebyshev polynomial from 0th degree to 5th degree, that we need. Okay, so here you can see a number of interesting things. First thing, for example, take this last equation, that is t5x. This one is odd. This 5 means this is odd. So you can see that odd powers are odd. This is odd, this is odd, this one is also odd. If you are taking 4, this is even. So the power of all terms are even. This is even number, this is even number, this one is x raised to 0. So that one is also even number. Okay, that is first interesting thing. Now, so if this is 5, here we have 5. Means if this is n, then definitely this term will be n. The largest power will be n. And what about coefficient? You can see that if it is 0, coefficient is 1. Coefficient of largest power is 1. If it is 1, coefficient of largest power is 1. If it is 2, coefficient of largest power is 2. If it is 3, coefficient of largest power is 4. Then corresponding to 4, here we have 8. Corresponding to 5, here we have 16. So you can see that this coefficient of largest power is actually 2 raised to n minus 1. So coefficient of x raised to n in Tn of x is the coefficient of x raised to n, means coefficient of largest power term in Tn of x is 2 raised to n minus 1. So I am going to show the first 4 graph. So in previous slide I told you Chebyshev polynomial is defined within the range minus 1 to 1. If x is from minus 1 to plus 1, we can use Chebyshev polynomial. Otherwise, we can use Chebyshev polynomial. So this is from minus 1 to plus 1. So I am going to show the graph of the first 5 Chebyshev polynomial, that is 0th degree polynomial to 4th degree polynomial from x equal to minus 1 to plus 1. That I am going to show. Okay. So this one is the graphical representation of Chebyshev polynomial from T0 to T4. So T0, you can see that T0 of x is always 1. So you can see that this is x, and that is from minus 1 to 1. So T0 of x is 1. So you can see a red color, that is T0. This is 1. Next one is T1 of x, that is equal to x. You can see that is linearly increasing. In this minus 1 to 1, lowest value of T1 is minus 1 and largest value is 1, and it is varying from minus 1 to 1. What about T2 of x? T2 of x is this blue color, this particular one. So you can see that one is a quadratic thing. So it is starting from 1, it is decreasing to 0, then it is increasing back to 1. Sorry, it is starting from 1, it is decreasing to minus 1, means at x equal to 0 it is minus 1, then it is increasing back to plus 1. And one more thing is the this T2 of x, T2 of x is equal to 0, that is this is T2 of x equal to 0 at 1 by root 2. At 1 by root 2, that is equal to 0. Okay, anyway, it is lying within plus 1 to minus 1, that T2 of x. T1 of x is also lying between 1 to minus 1. Now what about T3 of x? T3 of x is this yellow color. It is starting from minus 1, increasing to 1, then again it is decreasing back to minus 1, then again it is increasing back to plus 1. So again it is varying between minus 1 to plus 1. So as it is T3 of x, it have 3 roots. Here it have 1 root, then 1 root is 0, then it have 1 more root here. Now next one is T4 of x, that is black color. So this is T4 of x. So you can see that T4 of x is also varying between 1 to minus 1. But as it is T4 of x, fourth degree polynomial, it have 4 roots. 1, 2, 3, 4. It have 4 roots. Okay, so you can see that all degree polynomials are passing through 0, x equal to 0. Okay, so this one is the Chebyshev polynomial. This one is a graphical representation of first 4 or first 5 Chebyshev polynomial, that is from degree 0 to degree 4. Okay, so now we are going to, so this is Chebyshev polynomial. Now we are going to discuss about how to represent a Chebyshev polynomial by using differential equation. Okay, so the differential equation satisfied by Chebyshev polynomial. So for that purpose, we are setting y, or we are taking y equal to Tn of x in order to derive the differential equation. We are setting y equal to Tn of x, that is cos of n theta, right? Tn of x is cos of n theta, that is also equal to cos of n into cos inverse x. So that is Tn of x, that one is taken as y, and x is equal, we are taking, so we already have T1 of x is x, right? T1 of x is x. Am I correct? Okay. So my question is, what is dy by dx? What is dy by dx? You can see that dy by dx is nothing but, this is actually dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Am I correct? So numerator, what is dy by d theta? This is y. So what is its differentiation with respect to theta? This is cos n theta. So its differentiation is n sine of n theta, right? So the numerator is n sine of n theta. Okay. Now what about denominator? Denominator is dx by d theta. This is x. So actually what is T1 of x? T1 of x, that is x is equal to T1 of x, that is equal to cos theta, right? So what is dx by d theta? That is sin theta. So please note dy by dx is n sine of n theta divided by sin theta. So please note dy by dx is equal to n sine of n theta divided by sin theta. Okay. Very soon. So now we are going to find d square y by ds square. So this is d square y by ds square. So we can write it as d by dx of dy by dx. We can write this one as d by dx of dy by dx. So we can write it as d of dy by dx, d of dy by dx divided by d theta divided by dx by d theta. We can write this term as d of dy by dx divided by d theta all divided by dx by d theta. Means find the differentiation of numerator with respect to theta. So what we have? What is find the differentiation of dy by dx, that is this particular term with respect to theta. So you can see that this is the differentiation of this term with respect to theta is sine of theta into n square into minus cos n theta, right, minus n sine of n theta into minus cos theta divided by sine square theta. So after solving that, we have sine theta into minus n square cos n theta plus n sine n theta cos theta divided by sine square theta. So this is numerator. What about denominator? Dx by d theta. X is, I told you, x is nothing but cos theta. X is cos theta. So what about dx by d theta? Sin theta. Okay. So d square y by dx square is sin theta into minus n square cos n theta plus Actually, this is minus into this minus cos theta. So this term will become plus n sin n theta cos theta divided by sin square theta divided by sin theta. Is it okay? So now I am going to do one thing. First thing, I am going to divide. So here I have sin theta. So this sin theta and this sin theta I can remove that, cancel that. But here there is no sin theta. So I am going to take the second part as cos theta divided by sin theta. Or I can take this one is cos theta divided by sin theta. So please note, from this term these two are cancelled from this part. So minus n square cos n theta, this thing, plus n sin theta cos theta divided by sin theta, all divided by sin square theta, this term. Okay. So this is d square y by ds square. And the interesting thing is, what is cos n theta? Cos n theta is actually y. Am I correct? Cos n theta is actually y. That is Tn of x. Cos n theta is Tn of x. Okay. Now my question is, what is cos theta? This cos theta. This cos theta is T1 of x. Cos theta is T1 of x. That is x. Okay. Now what is remaining? N sin theta divided by sin theta. What is n sin of n theta divided by sin theta? Dy by dx. So this n sin n theta divided by sin theta is actually dy by dx. Okay. All divided by sin square theta. What is actually sin square theta? This sin square theta. That sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. So we can write d square y by dx square is equal to minus n square cos n theta will become Tn of x plus n sin n theta divided by sin theta will become dy by dx. So dy by dx. Now remaining term is this cos theta. That cos theta will become T1 of x, all divided by sin square theta will become 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. So one more thing we can do. This denominator 1 minus cos square theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is x. So what about cos square theta? X square. So right hand side denominator will become 1 minus x square. Is it okay? Or I can write this term as this is equal to minus n square. Minus n square. What about Tn of x? That is y. Y or y of x. I am simply writing y minus n square y plus x dy by dx, right, all divided by 1 minus s square. So now you can see that this equation d square y by dx square equal to this one have only d square y by dx square, dy by dx, y and x. So rearranging this equation, we can write this one as, how to rearrange this one? First multiply the entire equation by 1 minus x square. So it will become 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square equal to this numerator. Now bringing this numerator to left hand side, we have equal to 0. So rearranging this equation, we have 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx plus n square into y equal to 0. So this is the differential equation representation of a nth degree Chebyshev polynomial. This one is the differential equation representation of an nth degree Chebyshev polynomial. You can see that if degree is changing, only this term is changing, but there is sufficient to change the dynamic characteristics of that Chebyshev polynomial. Is it okay? Okay. So now what we did, we explained what is Chebyshev polynomial. Now we discussed about the recurrence of Chebyshev polynomial. Means we have t0 of x is equal to 1, t1 of x is equal to x, and by using these two we can find the remaining Chebyshev polynomial. Similarly, we can find we can replace x with Chebyshev polynomial also. That is also possible. So that is our next topic, powers of x in terms of Chebyshev polynomial. So you all know that T0 of x is equal to 1. Am I correct? So 1 is equal to T0 of x. 1 is equal to T0 of x. We all know that T1 of x is equal to x. Means x is equal to T1 of x. We can replace x with T1 of x. If you are able to replace T1 of x with x, we can replace x with T1 of x also. Now, what about x square? What is T2 of x? T2 of x is equal to 2x square. Am I correct? 2x square minus 1. This is T2 of x. So here what is 1? 1 is T0 of x. So this is T0. So what about 2x square? 2x square is T2 of x plus T0 of x, or T0 of x plus T2 of x. So what about x square? T0 of x plus T2 of x divided by 2. So x square, we can replace x square with x square is equal to 1 by 2 into T0 of x plus T2 of x. Similarly, we can replace x cube with x cube is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 2 into 3 T1 of x plus T3 of x. So x cube is equal to 1 by 2 square into 3 T1 of x plus T3 of x. X raised to 4 is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 3 into 3 T0 of x plus x4 is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 3 into 3 T0 of x plus 4 T2 of x plus T4 of x. x5 is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 4 into 10 T1 of x plus 5 T3 of x plus T5 of x. So these are the first 5 terms. So please note this. So similar to Chebyshev polynomial recurrence, here also we can see some characteristics. So here x5. So this is not x5. This is x raised to 5. Similarly, this is x raised to 4. Okay. So x raised to 4. If x raised to 5, in x raised to 5, you can see that this is 2 raised to 4. Means if it is x raised to n, you can see 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1. Second thing is, if it is odd, if the power is odd, here you can see odd degree Chebyshev polynomial T1, T3, T5. Here we have T0, T2, T4 because this is even. So even terms, even degree Chebyshev polynomial. So these are the 2 different characteristics that we can find. So now we are going to discuss about the applications of Chebyshev polynomial. Okay. So the question is, find the best lower order approximation to the cubic 2x raised to 3 plus 3x square is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 raised to 2 3 T1 of x. Okay, I forgot to write that. 3 T1 of x plus T3 of x plus 3x square. Am I correct? So please note, 2 into, we are expanding x cube. What is x cube? X cube is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 2, 3 T1 of x plus T3 of x. As we are finding the best lower order approximation, what is the meaning? We need to remove this x cube. No need to remove x square. So we are not replacing x square with Chebyshev polynomial. Okay. We are just replacing x cube. So now expand this bracket. What we have? We have 1, 2 and 1, 2 are cancelled here. So we have 3 by 2 T1 of x plus 1 by 2 T3 of x plus 3x square. Is it okay? Okay. Now here you can see that this is the largest Chebyshev polynomial. So except this largest Chebyshev polynomial, replace the remaining back to x term. So what is T1 of x? T1 of x is x. So T1 of x is x. So you can see that this term will become 3x square, that is this particular one, 3x square plus, now this one 3 by 2x plus, we are not converting back this t3 of x. If you are converting back, definitely x cube will come. We are replacing x cube. So we are not replacing this. So 3x square plus 3 by 2x plus 1 by 2 t3 of x. So now what is the best lower order representation? The best lower order representation of 2x cube plus 3x square is 3x square plus 3 by 2x if you are removing this term. 2x cube plus 3x square can be represented as 3x square plus 3 by 2x. So what is the error due to that? Error is nothing but this cross, this one, 1 by 2 t3 of. What is the range of this t3 of x? The range of t3 of x is minus 1 to plus 1 if x is varying from minus 1 to plus 1. Am I correct? That is the range of t3 of x. So here we have an 1 by 2 also. So what is the range of t3 of x? Minus 0.5 to plus 0.5. Means the maximum error due to this lower order representation is a magnitude of 0.5 only. Means plus or minus 0.5. So therefore, the best lower order representation of the given polynomial is 3x square plus 3 by 2x with a maximum error of plus or minus 1 by 2 in the range minus 1 comma plus 1. That is very important. In the range minus, this is square bracket, minus 1 comma plus 1. Okay. Now another advantage is we can economize the power series. Economization of power series. That is also possible. So for example, the power series expansion of f of x is, say, we have some function and its power series expansion is f of x is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. plus an x raised to n. A means coefficient. Okay. So by using Chebyshev polynomial, we can replace that. So by using Chebyshev polynomial, we can replace this f of x is equal to b0 plus b1 t1 of x plus b2 t2 of x plus etc. bn tn of x. Please note, if you have largest power, if largest power is xn, the largest Chebyshev polynomial will be tn of x. That please note. So this is equation number 1. So by using this conversion, first convert the power series expansion into Chebyshev polynomial, remove the largest terms if you don't want that, then convert back to the x term. So that one is application of Chebyshev polynomial. Okay. So this is known as economization of power series. So that we can see through an example. So the question is, economize the power series sin x is equal to x minus x cube divided by 6, that is 3 factorial, that is 6, plus x raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 divided by 7 factorial plus etc. Is it okay? Okay. So now I think we can do some significant digits also. If you are using some significant digits, say use 4 significant digits. Okay. So first here itself. So we are, if you are applying Chebyshev polynomial, we are considering x from minus 1 to plus 1 only. So what will be the power, the value, this x raised to 7 or x raised to 5, x raised to 3. It is varying from minus 1 to plus 1 only. Even x also. So here you can see that this x raised to 7, it is varying from minus 1 to plus 1. And it will have a coefficient of 1 by 5040. So what is the value of 5040 without that significant digits? 1 by 5040, this is equal to 0.0001198. Is it okay? So if you are truncating this, okay, here it is 6 significant digits are used. If you are using 4 significant digits, 0.002, 0.0002. That one is a value of 1 by 5040. Means if x raised to 7 if x is varying from minus 1 to 1, this value is changing from minus 0.0002 to plus 0.0002. Means if we are considering the next term, that is x raised to 9 divided by 9 factorial, definitely we can neglect that, because that 1 by 9 factorial will be 0 if you are using 4 significant digits. So we are considering up to this term, x raised to 7 only. We are not considering these remaining terms. We are considering these terms only. Okay. Or even this is very small. 0.002 means if you are neglecting this term, the maximum error will be plus or minus 0.0002. That is the second thing. So I think we can consider these three terms, because if you are neglecting s raised to 7 divided by 5040 and higher order term, the maximum error possible is 0.0002. This is the maximum error. So consider this one. So we can write sin x is equal to x minus x raised to 3 divided by 6 plus x raised to 5 divided by 120. Okay. So now we can easily replace that the remaining terms. So any other possibilities here? Yes. If you want, we can represent this one by using lower order terms, because we have x raised to 5. So first we are going to remove this x raised to 5. So for the purpose, Chebyshev polynomial that we are going to use. Please note, we are considering x from minus 1 to plus 1 only. So what is x raised to 5? So please note, what is x? X is t1. What is x cube? You have to go through that table. X cube is 1 by 2 raised to 2 into 3 t1 of x plus t3 of x. And what about x raised to 5? 1 by 2 raised to 4 into 10 t1 of x plus 5 t3 of x plus t5 of x. So this first term is x, that is t1 of x, minus 1 by 6 into this term is x cube, that is 1 by 2 square into 3 t1 of x plus t3 of x plus 1 by 20 into this term is x raised to 5. This is x raised to 5. So this is 10 t1 of x plus 5 t3 of x plus t5 of x. Is it okay? So if you are expanding this, we have sin x is equal to 169 divided by 192 t1 of x, because here we have t1 of x, here also we have t1 of x, but this is negative. Here also we have t1 of x, but this is positive. So if you are combining all this t1, we have 169 divided by 192 t1 of x minus, then here we have t2 of any t2 of x, no, there is no t2 of x. Then t3 of x, here we have t3 of x, that is negative. Here we have t3 of x, that is positive. So we have minus 5 by 128 t3 of x plus, here we have t5 of x, that is 1 by 120 into 1 by 2 raised to. So that is 1 by 1920 into t5 of x. Okay. So here I think this is very small. 1 by 1000 means that is 0.001. So this is 1 by 1000 and 1920, right? 1 by 1920. So we can, I think, what is the numerical value of this one? This one is 0.00052. So if you are using 4 significant digits, then 0.0005. Means if I am removing this term, what is the value of this t5 of x? X is varying from minus 1 to plus 1. So value of t5 is varying from minus 1 to 1. Into this term, this entire term is varying from minus 0.00052 to plus 0.0005. Plus here another error, 0.0002. So maximum range of this one is 0.000. If you are combining these two, maximum error is 0.002. 0, 0, 7. If you are removing this term also. So now I can write sin x is equal to 169 divided by 192 t1 of x minus 5 by 128 into t3 of x. We can remove this term. Okay. So now convert back t1 and t3 to x. What is t1? X. What is t3? t3 is 4x cube minus 3x. So convert back. This is the equation. Sin x is equal to 169. Sin x is equal to 169 divided by 192 into t1 of x minus 5 divided by 128 into t3 of x. So that is equal to 169 divided by 192 into x minus 5 by 128 into 4x cube minus 3x. So if you are combining these x terms, we have sin x is equal to 383 divided by 384 into x minus 5 divided by 32 into x raised to 3. So this is sin x. So if you are using this equation, please note, if you are using this equation, the maximum possible error within x equal x from minus 1 to plus 1 is error is less than or equal to magnitude of 0.0007. The maximum error possible. Is it okay? So this is the application of Chebyshev polynomial.